Okay, so Pa, given the lineup they put out there to force this win to extra time, would it be safe to say you're pretty proud of the players?
Absolutely. I mean, they gave it their all, and that's the only thing that you hope to see, that they fight, they did it, they played toe-to-toe with them, to be fair, you know, and again, that is the difference when you have 30 million people coming off the bench, and we have a 15-year-old that we have from our academy. So that makes a difference. But again, even at 2-1, you know, Rivera had a little opportunity there. I think maybe if he lay off to Forme was completely free, maybe he could have a shot, maybe something would have come in. But again, you know, the performance, incredible.
What was it you said to the boys before the game then, knowing there's not necessarily going to be subs waiting for you unless this game goes deep?
Nah, listen, because of all the injuries we have, you know, we can't put people that we want also to come off the bench, and that is football. But again, these players that are playing, they're showing the hunger, the drive to fight for this club, and you cannot ask for more, because at the end of the day, that's what it's about. These players come in every single day to give it their all, and for us as a staff, we're very proud, the club is very proud, and we know what we can become once also we're fully healthy. And yeah, again, we throw in Cyrus, you know, they throw in Ponce. I think it's a little bit of a difference.
Spoke about the lack of subs a lot. Again, a lot of injuries, but another key factor was little rest. You guys had a game Saturday, had to play a game tonight on Wednesday, and still able to go 90 minutes with an MLS club. You spoke about how proud you are of your boys and overall the growth of the team. You think that's also coming along really well?
Absolutely. I mean, you look at this game on Saturday, you kind of see it as a missed opportunity, because we create a lot of chances to win that game, and maybe then you could have had the opportunity to rest some players. But again, it's another game on Wednesday. Great showing from the boys. Fought to extra time. They bring some caliber players, you know. And the second goal, what can we do, right? He put it top corner, you know, and absolutely that, you know, you give a fight, but it becomes a little bit deflated, which you understand, and then you want to throw numbers up to try to make it a 2-2, and then you lose 4-1, yeah. But if you look at the whole 90 minutes, I think it's something that we're going to continue to build on and be very proud of.
And then speaking off that, of course, you know, some people are going to say, oh, you know, lost 4-1, but they're not going to look at the extra time. But even then, obviously, still growing, and you might have a little bit of momentum now considering you just went 90 minutes with an MLS team. Do you think that could carry on to the regular season and maybe start some new fire in the boys?
Absolutely. I mean, you have an 18-year-old that went against people that have maybe over 500-600 games more than he ever played in his career, and he didn't put a foot wrong. That just shows the growth that some of these players that we have here are doing. So again, sometimes I know how it is, because it's tough for people, because result is what everybody care about, right? So for me, I can live with that. But the progress that these players are making and how they're growing every day is the best thing that is about football, because that is where the growth is going to carry us on for the rest of the season. And I have no doubt that once we're fully healthy and we get to see players in the positions that we all need them to be, which we haven't had, again, we shuffle again a back line. We even had one thing, we haven't played one back line together for maybe 1 or 2 games, right? So when that comes, I'm telling you, we're going to be a very different team.
Pa, ¿cuál fue tu mensaje a los muchachos después del marcador final?
Eso, yo hablar con el equipo. El equipo viene a trabajar muy bien. Yo soy muy feliz porque es una diferencia con el equipo de USL, es un equipo de MLS, pero el dinero, es los jugadores, está muy diferente. Yo soy muy contento, yo soy muy feliz porque tácticamente el equipo le juega bien.
I mean, he goes 90 minutes. How did you see him out there?
Brilliant. Listen, he's been out, and this is what I say, right? We have players that have come in, play a game, they're out. Emmy out for 3-4 weeks, right, since the Tulsa game, cannot play. Still give us a 90 minutes against not even training fully fit. And you could see that how important he is. DJ, right, been also in and out, gave us 60 minutes, and he works his stuff off for 60 minutes. So Marga, unfortunately, hurt himself a little bit in the game against Colorado, that didn't help, you know. So, but Emmy was fantastic, DJ was fantastic, you know, Braxton, all of them, all of these players. It was unbelievable.
Can you talk about Ryan? He came in towards the end of the game.
Yeah.
And now you made
No, Ryan came in because, again, Emmy cramped, right? So, and it's great for Ryan, who's been out for 6 weeks, right? More than 6 weeks, and played like he's never been away. So for us, that's why, like, you look at that and you go, all right, slowly, step by step, slowly, we getting everybody back, and then I'm looking forward to see it.
And Alex, he played a few minutes towards the end as well.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, because he also has been out, right? So he's also coming back fully, trying to gain fitness. And again, yeah, at 2-1, 3-1, why not?
Vimos a Peng que entró en los últimos minutos del tiempo extra y le vimos dándolo todo a pesar del resultado. ¿Qué te pareció su carácter?
Es muy buen carácter. Jameson Peng es un jugador mucho potencial y trabajar duro todo el día está muy importante para él, y son jóvenes, es muy importante para él, y le trabajar paso a paso. Es muy importante para él, su carácter es muy bien. Yo soy muy feliz.
¿Y tendrá más oportunidades en el futuro?
Sí, es muy oportunidad para él, es un futuro, es muy importante paso a paso.
What was the game plan? What do you think you could exploit from Houston? What were you trying to do?
Well, what we were trying to do is, because we know, again, right, the quality that they possess was through playing through the middle. And I think that we did a great job of, in the beginning, I found that that we were not close enough. Maybe we gave them a little bit of respect, but after we switched it when we went to 4-2-3-1 in the defensive shape, I think we caused them more problem that at the time. And again, they scored, but again, we were still in the game, and I think they couldn't figure out because their play was playing through the middle. And I think we stopped them from playing through the middle, allowed the center backs to play, force everything wide. And I don't think we were truly in trouble on this against, like I said, they decided to bring their big guns, and you know, and that's what you get. But overall, when you look at the game plan and you look at them, I don't think many could say there was a difference between us in the 90 minutes. And that's something that I'm very proud of, because tactically, I don't think that they showed something that we were not planning for.
Coach, Coach, you've spoken about this growth, especially from the young players that you've seen. Were there any particular moments, maybe 1 or 2 moments, that the average person might not have seen but caught your eye from a few of these players?
I mean, that's what I say. Like, it's crazy that you have a Braxton and Montgomery that is going under the radar. The kid is 18 years old. Right, and you see the way that he's playing, and he's been a stalwart for us at the back, any position that we put him in. And today was again another great test, which is called A for me, because like you're going against players that are playing at a high level, right? You have Ezekiel Ponce who's played in Europe, and who's coming to MLS, and how many chances did he actually get into the game playing against Braxton, right? So you knew what was going to happen once maybe you took him to extra time, or you know, and they felt the heat, and that makes me more proud, because I think we gave them a good battle.
Tarkowski, he obviously had a great performance. You know, as you mentioned, the second goal, that's almost unsavable. Third goal, unlucky to be on the counter on a 2 versus 1.
Yeah.
But overall, in the first 90 minutes, he made some incredible saves, 1v1 stops, and just overall.
I expect that. I expect and demand him, because that's how good he is.
Do you have any other questions in the room?
Finalmente, nomás una pregunta. ¿Por qué esperaste hasta el final del partido para meter a Jameson Ping cuando esperabas que Houston iba a jugar por el medio en esos tiempos extras?
Jameson le juega porque Jameson es un jugador muy potencial, inteligente, y le juega en posición en la mediocampista, y entiende mucho de fútbol. Para mí yo no pienso nada, yo no creo con nada, porque yo mucha confianza para él.
Awesome. Thanks, Pa.
Thank you.